Hello students, welcome to SDK Pathshala. So today we are going to discuss trigonometry. Okay. So to first know about trigonometry, we need to know what is trigonometry. Trigonometry is a part of mathematics where we discuss about the relation between the angles and the side of a triangle or of a right angle triangle, you can say. Okay. So in case of, so what is the basic properties of trigonometry, or what is the basic use of trigonometry? Suppose someone is flying a kite over here, okay, and you are on the ground, and this is the ground and this is an angle. Suppose the angle is theta. Now if you need to measure the height of the kite from the ground, then what will you do? Then you need to take the help of trigonometry. So these are the applications of trigonometry. So to get to there, we need to know about angles. As we know about the angles, so let's start positive angle and negative angle. So what do you mean by positive angle? Positive angle is a particular angle which forms when a ray rotates like this, that is anti-clockwise, then it is known as positive angle. And when a ray rotates clockwise, then the angle such form is known as negative angle. Okay, so this is about positive angle and negative angle. Next, angles can be measured in two systems. One is known as circular system and another one is known as sexagesimal system. And another one is circular system. In sexagesimal system, we usually measure like 30 degree, 60 degree. So these are in sexagesimal system, that is degree, in measurement of degree. And we know 1 degree is equals to 60 minutes and 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. Okay, but in circular measurement, we need to measure the angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc. Suppose this is the center, so this is a portion, so this is the arc. Now the angle it subtends is known as the circular angle. Okay, so circular measurement is often measured in radian, that is rad, okay, or radian. Now we need to find out the relation between this sexagesimal system and circular system. So how to find out? It is very easy to find out it. So to get to know about that, we need to know about one quantity, that is 1 radian. What do you mean by 1 radian? 1 radian is that circular angle which subtended at the center by an arc which is equal to the length of the radius. What is the meaning? The meaning is very simple. Suppose this is the circle, now this is the center. Okay, now if this is the radius r, then if we take a part, that is an arc which is of equal length of r, then the angle such produced is known as 1 radian. On subtended at the center is known as 1 radian. So 1 radian is the angle subtended at the center by the arc of the length same as its radius is known as 1 radian. Now relation between 1 radian and degree, that is the relation between circular system and sexagesimal system. Very easy. So 1 radian, so r unit arc, r unit, that is the unit of length. So r unit of an arc subtends an angle of 1 radian, where at the center. Okay, so what is the total length, that is the circumference? 2 pi r is the circumference. So as 2 pi r is the circumference, so 2 pi r unit will substance 1 radian into 2 pi, that is 2 pi radian. Okay, that is 2 pi radian. 2 pi radian is subtended. Now the total angle, what is the value of total angle? We know the total angle is 360 degree. So 2 pi radian is equals to 360 degree, or you can say pi radian is equals to 360 by 2, that is 180 degree. 180 degree is 2 into 90 degree, that is 2 right angle. Okay, so this is the relation between the sexagesimal system and in circular system, that is degree and arc. Okay, so 1 degree, so what is the value of 1 degree? 1 degree will be 2 pi radian by 360, that is pi radian by 180 is equals to 1 degree. So this is the basic relation between the circular system and the sexagesimal system. So this is for the first chapter, that is the concept of measurement of angle. Now we need to convert different angle into different sexagesimal into circular, circular to sexagesimal, and so on. So on next day when we start the exercise, then we will do the maths. Okay, so next chapter, the chapter name is ratio, concept of ratio or relation between the side and the angle. Okay, so what is the main relation between the angle and the sides? Okay, so we need to construct a right angle triangle. So trigonometry is generally consider the right angle triangles. So in case of a right angle triangle, this is 90 degree, this is P, this is Q, this is R. So PR is the hypotenuse, PQ is the height, and this is the base. Okay, now why this is height? Okay, why this is height? This is height because we are considered this angle theta. So with respect to theta, this is height. So what do you mean by height of a right angle triangle? Height of a right angle triangle is considered as the side which is opposite to that angle is known as height. But when we consider this angle, so suppose this angle is phi, then with respect to phi angle, QR become the height. Why QR become the height? Because at that time it is the opposite side of the angle, so that's why then it is considered as the height, and PQ considered as the base with respect to phi angle. Okay, because hypotenuse PR is fixed. What is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is the side opposite to the 90 degree, and it is the longest side, because as 90 degree, it is 90 degree, so theta and phi is a complementary angle. So theta is less than 90 degree and phi is also less than 90 degree. As these two are less than 90 degrees, so this is the greatest angle, and the side opposite to the greatest angle is greatest, as we know. So hypotenuse is the greatest angle. Now let us consider, let us know what is sine theta. What is the ratio called? So the ratio of perpendicular, or this can be said as perpendicular okay, so this perpendicular, so the ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse. So in case of theta, the ratio of perpendicular to the hypotenuse, that is PR, perpendicular by hypotenuse, is equals to sine of that angle. So sine of that angle is equals to perpendicular and by hypotenuse, that is the ratio of the perpendicular and hypotenuse is sine theta. The ratio of base and hypotenuse is known as cos theta QR by PR is equals to cos theta, and the ratio between perpendicular and base, that is in this case PQ by QR is equals to known as tan theta. Okay, so sin theta is the ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse, cos theta is the ratio of base and hypotenuse, and tan theta is the perpendicular and base ratio of this. Okay, this is sin, tan and cos, and with respect to theta PQ by PR and this. But with respect to phi, it will all change. So with respect to phi, sin phi, in case of phi, the perpendicular become QR, so it will be perpendicular QR by PR, perpendicular by hypotenuse. Cos phi become base by hypotenuse, so in this case base will be PQ by hypotenuse is PR, and tan phi, now the perpendicular become QR, so it will be QR by PR. Okay, and from this we will get to know one thing, that is the complementary angles. Okay, so before going to complementary angles, let us show, or one thing you can do from here, that is for complementary angle what happens, let us see. So suppose this is the right angle triangle, so PQR, so this is the perpendicular, this is so with respect to theta, so this is the hypotenuse, this is the perpendicular, and this is the base. Okay, now if this is theta and this is phi, then sin theta will be perpendicular by hypotenuse, so PQ by hypotenuse is PR, and look, cos phi, what is the value of cos phi with respect to cos? This is the perpendicular, so perpendicular is, in this case sin theta is equals to perpendicular by this, and in with respect to phi angle, cos phi will be base by hypotenuse. So what is base? In this case base is PQ, so PQ by PR. So both the quantities are same, so we can write down na sin theta is equals to cos phi, or we can write down sin, as this is 90 degree, so theta plus phi will be 90 degree. So as theta plus phi will be 90 degree, so instead of theta we can write 90 degree minus phi is equals to cos theta. Okay, so this is the, sorry, cos phi, so this is the relation between the complementary angle. So similarly we can write cos 90 degree minus phi is equals to sin phi. Okay, and tan theta is equals to tan 90 minus phi is equals to cot phi. Okay, now reciprocal of sine, or multiplicative reciprocal of sine is known as cosec, that is cosec theta will be 1 by sin theta, sec theta 1 by cos theta, and tan cot theta equals to 1 by tan theta. Why? Because cosec theta is equals to hypotenuse by perpendicular, sec theta is equals to hypotenuse by base, and cot theta will be base by perpendicular. So this is the relation between sin theta, cos theta, sorry, sin cosec, sec cos, and cot tan. Now there are few identities, let us prove one or two here for this class only. Okay, for one or two, suppose this is 90 degree, suppose Now change the name, x, y, z. Okay, so this is hypotenuse, this is perpendicular with respect to this, obviously theta this is, and this is the base. Okay, so what is the value of sine theta? Sine theta is the ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse. So xy by xz. And what is the value of cos theta? Obviously base by hypotenuse. So yz by xz. Okay, now sine square theta plus cos square theta. Let us see what happened. So xy whole square by yz whole square plus xz yz whole square by xz whole square. So this is xy, sorry, this will be xz. So this will be xy whole square by xz whole square, and this will be yz whole square by xz whole square. So xz whole square LCM. So xy whole square plus yz whole square. Now remember Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem says that hypotenuse square, that is xz whole square, is equals to perpendicular square, that is xy whole square plus basis square, that is yz whole square. So xy whole square plus yz whole square. Can we put xz square? Yes, we can put. So xz square by xz square cancel out. It will become 1. So we can write down sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Okay. So this is a particular identity. Now I am writing few identities and you will try to prove them in your home. Okay. So next, cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equals to 1, and sec square theta minus tan square theta is equals to 1. Okay, so you need to prove these two. Okay, in your home you will try to do it. If you can't, then next day or next video we will do, and in our next video we will do different things. Okay, and different sums, and we will further progress about this chapter. So if you like my video, then do subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get the next notifications. Okay, so thank you students.